It's the American dream. What is the American dream? Is the American dream to go to Cheesecake Factory and eat until you're on the edge of diabetes? Is the American dream being able to have a goat farm and raise children and not vaccinate them? Or is the American dream to pack your mouth full of SSRIs and live in a van down by the river? I don't know, but we're going to find out on today's very special episode of Blockchain Basement.
Bum, 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 bum. You ready for this? I'm ready. Welcome.
If you're going to screw me, at least pull my hair.
Hell yeah. What you got?
They could start chopping off fingers. They're like, give me your seed phrase, but I don't know it.
Out to give the numbers out. And I was like, no, hang up the phone right now.
Or like when it dropped in 2020, was it like exciting?
400,000 to 600,000. The generational signals are now.
Level. So I don't even know if we're going to get back below there. But if we do, that's kind of where we...
You got cash to spend. Owen's rich. Owen's dad owns a dealership. Hey, what's going on? It's Blockchain Basement. It is me, the Nictator. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I never left, but now I'm back here on this show. And then we've got the finest, the cream of the crop, in the words of Macho Man Randy Savage. We've got Hey Aaron. We've got the Druth. We've got Double H. And we've got the son of royalty himself, O Wiener.
Oh, Wiener.
How you doing, Owen?
Hey, Owen.
Owen, put yourself on
Get
camera.
on cam, bro.
I gotta see you.
Cam,
I gotta
bro.
know you're alive.
Go on
I'm
cam,
doing
bro.
good today.
Nice,
Doing good?
nice.
Yeah.
Guys, let's go. Chat is absolutely lit today. Meanless, ooh-woo.
Yeah.
Twinspired Fantasy Blitz is in the chat. What the frick? Gaddafi. Chemistry Bro. Phil and I, the crypto guy. Nando44. Bkashi, DOD Slave, Galloping Gypsies. Well, guess what? It's another fine day here in the slimy, smelly, dark, dank basement.
It smells like a burning computer.
It does. Yeah. I walked in here and I thought someone's computer was on fire. So, B13SR, member for 1 month. Welcome to OG status. Fed prints the monies. Can I mine USDC? LOL. Well,
mine for gold.
You can mine for gold. You can mine crypto and then swap it for USDC.
You can mine crypto. I like your crypto segment you did on the live stream. I think we need more of it.
Oh, the mining segment?
Yes.
Yep.
The mining stuff matters.
I missed it. I need to go back and watch
Well,
it.
I think it's going to be every Friday. We're going to call it Easy Money.
Okay.
Easy money.
Okay.
So I was talking about the American dream. I had this tweet from good old Scott Milker. What an OG. Scott Milker says, Unusual Whales, Americans are now paying an average of $12,000 a year to own and operate a brand new vehicle, or $1,000 a month, according to AAA. In 2015, Americans were spending $8,600 for new cars annually. This is absurd. Scott says the problem is easily solved. Just live in your car.
Big brain move right
Just
there.
live in your car. How many influencers have we seen living up the van life?
Bro,
trying
you'd be
to promote
surprised.
It's not for everyone, though.
You'd be surprised.
Hannah, can you live the van life?
I could, but only for like a certain amount of time. I wouldn't want to do it for more than like a month. But
More than, like, a
definitely,
month.
I could travel
Definitely no.
and no.
Yeah.
What if you
Van
were
life
like?
is tough.
What if you were like making Instagram money to be in a van?
I would say like a year.
A
Like,
year.
I mean, I could do it. Like, I
So
would
if you
like
got
it.
the coin,
I would like it, but I like to have space. Like, my issue with an apartment is like I feel so confined. Like,
'Cause you are.
I want space.
okay.
So I feel like a van would be kind of hard, but I want to travel and like I see the upside to it. I would love to do that for a time of my life at least.
Yeah. For a time, it would be pretty nice.
The lack of a shower would be...
Lack of shower.
Yeah.
I like having a shower, so...
Yeah. Eating is tough too
That's
on the
why
road.
they have Flying J
What?
and Buc-ee's.
Okay.
You know what a Flying J is.
Or at
I know
the
the
gym, yeah.
Gym,
I
yeah.
In front of
always go to
everyone
the
to look
gym
at.
and take
I
showers.
knew several people that have actually to this day that have Planet Fitness memberships solely for the showers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You actually probably save money doing that.
Yeah, I mean it's
For sure.
$20 a month for a Planet Fitness Black Card, and then you literally get nationwide shower usage.
Big brain move if you're touring.
What's the downside?
Nothing. I mean, you get a workout.
Showering with a bunch of dudes.
I was about to say men
yeah.
looking at you
Infections.
shower.
Staph infections. The weird stuff on your
Yeah,
feet.
wear flip flops.
Yeah. I don't
Very
wear
sad.
flip flops in the shower. I
Very
just
sad.
raw dog it every time.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Living out of a van is tough, though. I mean, it's glorified until you actually do it. Man. You'll be out on the road and you
Jim-
wake up and there's water condensating onto your face first thing in the morning. It's not the greatest feeling.
Interesting phrasing.
Yeah.
Jimbo the wrestler, lot lizard showers. Yeah. Who here knows what a lot lizard is?
Like a truck stop.
You know what they are.
Yeah, girls.
Double H.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked
Hey,
that
girls.
you know.
Solo girls don't go to truck stops at night.
Yeah. Unless you're a
That's
lot
alpha.
lizard. Unless you're a lot lizard, and then you can make money.
Oh, my God.
Snuggling with a lonely trucker. Look, someone's got to pay the bills. Some of us shower better with men watching us. Fantasy Blitz, you need to go to therapy. Moving on. Look at this interesting thing. I love Illuminati Bot. If you're not following Illuminati Bot, you're not doing Twitter right.
I love this account.
BG purchased shares of BioNTech, Pfizer's partner for the clot shot, in September of 2019. Curious, just months before the panning was announced, Gates purchased over 1 million shares at pre-public offering at $18 per share. Gates then dumped his stocks in November of 21 at an average sale price of $300 per share.
Dumped at the peak of the market for it.
Yeah.
Look at that. November 2021.
Gates said Gates on the same day said we need a new way of doing the shots because the shots didn't stop transmission despite all of his previous claims to the contrary. It's almost as if G Money knew what was up.
Does anyone
Interesting.
like Bill Gates?
Interesting.
I have never met anyone that's like a big fan of Bill Gates.
When
No.
did the tides change? Because for a while it was like, oh, Bill Gates, Windows. And then what happened for everyone to like shift their mindset? Like, we don't like Bill Gates.
I went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never came back.
Never came back. I'm
No.
very afraid of that man. And ATB Twitter account, like the last tweet that I tweeted was choose your fighter, Google, Microsoft, and that's what got us banned. And like there's a lot of weird things
Really?
Yeah.
That's what got
about
you banned?
Google and Microsoft fighting to be like the dominant search engine, like the first search engine. They're competing right now, and I don't know. I want Google to win.
You want Google to win?
But
If one of
don't
them's got to
ban me.
win, it would be better for Google to win.
Yeah, that's what.
But
that's
Bill
my
Gates doesn't
thoughts.
control Microsoft anymore.
I was about to say, I thought he was gone.
I don't know. I just
like-
don't.
It
makes me feel icky.
It's yucky. Yeah. All right, let's just say that Bill Gates was a fan of island vacations.
Yeah. He took a lot
Oh.
of island visits.
I've seen that
Lot of island
documentary.
vacations.
A lot of
yeah.
island visits.
Yeah.
He had a lot going on for him.
We are going to talk about crypto, I
And-
promise.
Sorry, the last thing on Bill Gates, the chess player. Y'all saw that? He had an affair with the chess player.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Queen's
the
Gambit lady?
Ghislaine,
Yeah, he
Ghislaine
wishes.
Maxwell account
yep.
was like exposing his whole story and all of the visits to the island and
There's a lot to the Epstein thing with the JP Morgan banking of Epstein. It looks like they knew for a majority of the time that was going on with Mr. Epstein. So, just more codification. It is financially connected, and it's aggravating that one of the world's largest banks can know about that activity for a long, extended period of time and still be transacting for that person. Meanwhile, people that speak out or that are, assassinated in public eye are debanked, right? So Kanye can't have a bank account, but Epstein can have a bank account. It's just interesting to see that paradigm.
Has anyone done a wellness check on Yi?
No, not in a while.
No? Okay.
No, we need. Well, no, wait. There was the boat picture.
I think he's doing fine.
He is doing fine.
He's doing good.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll go ahead and skip over that. Hey guys, look at the crypto market cap and prices and all that stuff. Bitcoin over 27,000 for now.
You think we're going lower?
I don't care right now.
You think
We're not
so?
going higher. We're this is the same channel. All right, let's look at this. This is the same
same
channel
spot.
that we've been at.
I'm numb to
Look
everything.
at this.
It's supposed to keep breaking down to 25, though. Didn't really get it.
Me. Yeah, look. We've been in this 20, 30K channel ever since, almost, it's been over a year now.
And that's like kind of the range I'm okay buying in. Is that down to 15, up to 30 range? Like it's in general not the end of the world if you're getting in right now. If you have patience to hold for the long term into the next bull market.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we're not going to break this channel for a minute.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be at least another 6 months or so before we see Bitcoin rocket.
So fun. 6
Yeah.
months. Wow.
Hey, that's just more time,
More time
for
to
all of us
buy.
to accumulate. Hey,
Yes, sir.
hey, guys, call out. I'm having a hard time reading the chat today because I've got so much going on in my
They're
brain.
asking about Russell Brand.
No, we're not. We can't talk about him right now. We're trying not to get demonetized. Good God, duh. But as things come out, if there's one thing I've learned is when it comes to these type of allegations, here we are talking about them. When it comes to these type of allegations, you kind of pump the brakes on making a comment for a little bit. I know what I want to believe and I know what I think right now, but pump the brakes. Let's see how this information kind of shakes out. Okay.
Pump the brakes. Pumping the brakes. That's not bad advice.
Yeah.
In life and in finance. Hold on.
Before we move on, look at this. You guys want to get into mining?
What happened there?
Well, this is a sad story of someone who bought a crappy power supply and did not wire it correctly to their graphics cards. Because guess what? When you put too much electricity through a cable, the cable will melt. And after it's done melting, it will then catch fire. And anything around it will thusly catch on fire. Now, that is what happened to this guy's floor rig.
Ouch.
Looks like he had at least 2 cards, probably more. But yeah, charred remains. Okay,
Just trying to make a buck.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wasn't gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do that joke because that would be inappropriate. But yeah, charred remains, guys. Mining is cool. Mining is fun. You're basically earning coin passively. It's very interesting and can be very satisfying. But also, if you do it incorrectly, you will get burnt. Literally, you will get burnt. So you need to be mindful of the power and the wattages and the voltages and just the overall ambient temperatures. So this does not happen to you because it will.
Your Caspa miner out there is very loud and
Plug it in,
and hot.
and it's even cool outside, so
Yeah.
it's way quieter than it should be. So look, this is Red Panda Mining, an absolute top G in the space. Everyone who wants to be into mining should be following Red Panda Mining. This is from his Wrecked Picks. I think it's from his Discord. Yeah, so he's got paid links here. I don't care about those. I have bought stuff from the Veteran Miner. This guy is awesome. The cables are incredibly expensive, but they're high gauge and allows you to mine a lot of stuff safely. And I'm not kidding around when I say safely, because then this can happen to you. I did buy some stuff for Parallel Miner, had a lightning strike near the house, fried one of my boards, breakout boards. So I will take pictures eventually one day of my mining rig, all of my stuff in my shed. I'm just kind of embarrassed doing my shed because I moved in and the foundation was poorly made. With the shed, it was cheaply done. And so it had been like sagging into the dirt in the back of the house.
Yeah.
And so a good section of the floor was rotted out. So I had to cut a hole in the floor to stop the rot. Yeah. So it's a
wet
little
out here in
embarrassing,
Georgia.
but it's functional. Yeah. I mean, I've got
Just
a
get
30
some
amp.
Bondo and duct tape and you're good to go.
It's pretty much, yeah. Let's look at the hash rate stuff. Look at this. I am tweeting this every day, the most profitable coins, but this is hashrate.no. Look at all these coins pumping. Kyla coin, Conceal, Dynex, Satax coin, Gemlink, Conflux. Amazing pumpers today. Gainers, Avian, I think just had a halving, so a bunch of people are dropping off. I believe that's what happened with that. So yeah, plenty of gains to be made. Again, you probably should not be flipping your coins now for profit. You should be holding them for the bull run, or at the very least waiting for them to make a new all-time high.
That's
and then
kind of
flipping
where we're
them
at
into
in
profit.
general.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So really, what's Drew? What's stopping you from mining?
Well, I guess the first thing, I'm getting a she shed and I'm setting up a sewing shop for my missus.
Nice.
Okay, so mom's not happy, no one's happy. I'm gonna accomplish that first. Then I do have some sheds that I'm looking to pull off of my neighbor's property and onto my property. He's planning to give them to me. So we'll have 2 extra sheds available. One of them as well sealed up, so I might be able to do this. I have to get another breaker box set up for the sewing system for high voltage, obviously, or it's more watts.
Georgia Power is going to charge you to run a line, right?
I know. Well, they're gonna charge me. I think it's like $3,000. I think right around that to get it in.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'll get that out of the way and then get that all set up, and then mining might be an option, but I'd probably only want Caspa. I don't know. If I get there by the time, it's great, but I'll have to be following you to find out where
Gotcha.
the biggest bang for my buck.
I think
would
you've
be.
got a fan in the chat, Drew.
Hey, that's my wife.
The emoji one.
Yeah,
That's her.
Yeah.
Speak of the angel, there she is.
There she is.
Speak of other things that are great, our sponsor, Link2. This is your access to private investment. You can invest like a Top G, like Chamath, like David Sachs, like David Freeberg, like that other guy. If you want to get in on these IPOs, be like an accredited investor. Things, stocks, and companies that are out before the public can buy them, like Ripple.
Yep.
I will be using Link2 to buy Ripple.
I want
I'll
it
be
for
using
chain
Link2.
analysis too.
Chain
They have
analysis. Yeah, all this good stuff.
Yeah.
These guys are top G's. They are also in the description. Link in the description. Go ahead and get set up. $5,000 minimum investment. You have all this cool stuff. No brokerage fees, no management fees, no administrative fees. You can carry over the interest. There's no carried interest over, and there's no waiting period. It's awesome. Get in there, boys. Get in there, boys, and diversify your investments. Let's look at Willy Woo. Willy Woo reveals his big worry for Bitcoin as Bitcoin begins to trade like other macro assets. Is this a worry? What do you think, Drew? Is this a worry? Before we get into the story.
No, I don't really understand why it's a worry. The worry would be that it's going to be done away with or arbitraged by governments to be put out of operation. I mean, as long as Bitcoin is operating and the hashes are being solved, the network's remaining secure, there is no worry. This is my opinion that I'm not worried about Bitcoin collapsing because it's, in my opinion, tied to the advancement of the internet and the transfer of value there within. They're one and the same thing. So where are you living mostly online? Where are you transacting mostly online? It's, on the internet. You're transacting in life on the internet more. So as long as the internet's on, I feel like Bitcoin's going to continue to move forward. It being traded like a macro asset is worrisome from the aspect of those super sick gains or high velocity downturns. That's what traders like to be able to make that good money on. So, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, widely followed on-chain analyst Willy Woo says there's one thing making him worried about the future of Bitcoin. In an interview with Peter McCormack on a live What Bitcoin Did, Woo says he's concerned about growing financialization of Bitcoin through the various derivative products being launched that he says have the ability to manipulate the price and take liquidity away from Bitcoin. He's not wrong. According to Woo, Bitcoin was killing it. It beat every other asset on the planet. It was like 3 to 4 on the Sharpe ratio. That's very high. Now it's dropped down around 2-ish, something like that. Where we are right now is actually converging into every other macro asset on the planet, similar to equity, similar to gold bonds. And it's like all macro assets trade within a range, and Bitcoin is just into that. So like reality is Bitcoin is maybe half $500 billion asset. There are 21 million Bitcoin associated with it. If I print 1 trillion, I can sell 42 trillion in Bitcoin. So that's the issue right now is we've got the paperization of these markets. And Bitcoin is traded like any other macro asset on the planet. I think that's a big worry for me. That is the problem. That's the problem with all these futures ETFs. If it's not spot, it ain't real. And that's why everyone wants a spot ETF. If you're wondering, like, oh man, why are people so fixated on the spot ETF? Well, personally, I think the whole thing should just go away. But that's for another conversation entirely. That's another conversation entirely. But the spot ETF means people are actually buying the Bitcoin right then. They're settling in Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin off the market. The Bitcoin's leaving the market. So you're driving the price up. Back when in 2018, in the last bull run, but the bull run before that, most of the Bitcoin trading was done on spot. Last time it was done on leverage. Tons of leverage built into the system. There continues to be a lot of leverage built into the system, which means you're not actually trading the Bitcoin. You're not actually buying the Bitcoin. Okay. It's all paper Bitcoin.
Right.
So that's what BlackRock is trying to get ahead of, but they're also trying to manipulate. It's going to be really hard to manipulate the price of Bitcoin in the long term, just because it's a decentralized asset. You know, it's like gold. Like gold has been around for a long time, and it's pretty heavily manipulated, but the mining of it is very centralized.
Right.
So the Bitcoin mining is far less centralized than any other type of gold mining. So I think it's overall bad for the infrastructure of Bitcoin, but I think it's all going to shake itself out just because the other side of the coin is what they can't stop printing the dollars. So Bitcoin is just a digital asset that is going to be the back of the next digital currency, which won't be the dollar. They've printed themselves into fire. So,
Well, isn't it kind of odd? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that we're allowed to have a leveraged Bitcoin ETF, but not a spot one. Like, why would they allow Bitcoin to be exposed to being leverage traded before spot traded? You know, like that takes away, in my opinion, back in my day when I came into crypto, I thought it was all about fixing the wrongs that modern monetary theory have done by not leveraging and creating value out of debt, right? Not doing that. And that's what put us in the situation we're in now with this explosive debt, thing. We covered it. The debt clock yesterday was at 32 trill something. Today it's at 33 trill. But this whole idea of cryptocurrency, when I was exposed to it originally back in 2017, was the idea that we could take back the power of monetary control so that it's not arbitraged and leveraged into oblivion. And then our kids and their kids have to pay the price for that generations down the line. This is our chance in crypto to really stop that from turning into a cataclysm. It's going to be a slow moving cataclysm, but it's a cataclysm nonetheless.
yeah,
So-
I wonder, how can we figure out how much paper Bitcoin there is right now?
That would be something
Because
that's
there's
worth
way
finding
more
out.
Bitcoin for sale
Right.
than there actually is in circulation right,
Right.
now.
And look what happened to ICP.
What
Leverage
happened?
traded at
Oh,
the
yeah,
beginning of
yeah,
its
yeah.
life
Yeah,
cycle.
leverage traded, yeah.
That graph is chaos. It
Mhm.
starts at it went up to like $700 on
Yeah.
some exchanges in
Mhm.
leverage form.
Jeez.
And then it hits the market and it
Yep.
craters down. What is it, like $3 now? Right? And ICP is one of those that I know I don't think it even has the best tokenomics or anything, but it's so beaten down and they're trying to do something big to Bitcoin. I think it'll have its chance in the sun to be narrative driven at least. Recapture that $50 mark, but nothing like it was when it was leverage trade. It was at $700 a piece. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Think about it. So
Yeah. Shout out to Iran who bought ICP at $115.
oh god.
Yeah.
I got out at like
Nice.
200. Like I got in at 250, got out at like 200.
I haven't touched it.
No. Yeah. I haven't. I think though that ICP actually has better tokenomics than the most other projects out there.
It's like a true OG, isn't it?
ICP?
No, I wouldn't
No.
say it's.
You don't
well,
think
wait,
it's
what do you
been
mean
around-
is it OG?
Like it's been around a long time.
No, it has
No.
not. No, it
No,
actually
no,
came
no.
out in 21.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're doing something interesting. They're trying to bring smart contracts to Bitcoin. So it's a big undertaking to go after. And I think that Bitcoin maxis you'll have a section of them that'll be like, all right, maybe we should, see what we can do and catch up to the smart contract stuff that's going on. That's in the future though. That's after we see Ethereum and layer 2s
Yeah.
continue to expand. So
Yeah. ICP has no max supply. Yeah. Similar to Ethereum, there's no max supply to Ethereum. And I don't think there's a max supply to HBAR. I could be wrong. Could be
I'll have
wrong.
to look that up again.
Just
I
because
understand.
a coin does not have a max supply does not mean it doesn't have good tokenomics, but that is a headwind
Mhm.
against it.
Because ETH
Definitely.
is technically like you can keep making it, but it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
deflationary to a degree.
It's less inflationary now.
Right.
That's yeah. Miles Deutscher, just a good thread. Crypto was full of alpha this week, but you probably missed it all amongst the noise. I compiled top 6 alpha tweets I read this week, so you don't have to. Great thread on the rapidly shifting global crypto landscape and why crypto doesn't need the US. That's pretty great. The Drake meme is very good. The Drake meme is very good.
We need a new one.
Yeah.
we
Although,
need-
have you seen pictures? So Drake is married, right?
No.
Drake's not married?
No.
He's got a kid. I know that.
Drake has a kid.
He has a kid with a P star, but
He
he's
has
not.
painted nails.
He is
Oh.
not married. Ooh woo.
What's with the
Hannah, why did you do that?
Shout out
terrible.
Meanless.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Shout out Meanless in chat.
Anyway, so basically, crypto's going bonkers everywhere except for the United States. You can dig into this tweet on your own, but this is just continuing a theme. Speaking of going crazy outside of the United States, Token 2049 is happening. It's one of the biggest crypto conferences in the world. And it's happening in Singapore.
Yep.
Shout out to Justin Williams for being there representing us. He says it has been fantastic. He's actually, I think, flying back.
How
He's flying back
long
this
was the
weekend.
event?
Very
Seemed like a
long.
week.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like he's been there forever.
It's like everyone in Southeast Asia goes
I'm
into crypto.
so
Like Binance has a huge,
Jealous.
yeah, Singapore. I'm very jealous because he got to go to the Singapore Grand Prix. shout out to Carlos Sainz for winning that race.
Yes.
Anyone here else watch Formula One?
I watched a little bit of it, but it didn't.
I dabble. But,
That race was so good. Carlos Sainz for the dub for Ferrari, breaking Red Bull's winning streak. Red Bull, I think Max Verstappen got fourth. It was a really good race. Kind of fell flat there in the middle, but once there was the restart, when Yuki Tsunoda crashed, it was great.
Whoa,
So,
was that the one that flipped like 12 times? No.
no. This was the guy just ran into the wall. Very good. Very good race. Love Formula One. But Singapore, Tokyo 2049, everything is going bonkers out there. So what does this mean for your crypto alpha? It means look at projects that are developing over in Singapore, Hong Kong, Southeast Asia, India, Vietnam. Look for higher rates of adoption there other than the United States. For the United States, it's going to be a slog. Yeah, Michael Moore. I know Max is winning all the time, but he lost the Singapore Grand Prix, and it was amazing to watch. I think this is going to be just the start of where Formula One gets interesting again, because yes, it was very annoying to just see Max Verstappen be 5 minutes ahead of everyone. That was super annoying. So more from Miles. This great speech from Eric Voorhees, who I like Eric a lot. I have mad respect for him. He has that libertarian blind spot, which I find very annoying. He's almost on the borderline of there should be no laws. Like he's like on the borderline of there should not be an age of consent. Libertarian, which I don't jive with. He's the one who says like all drugs should be legal, kind of libertarian, which I don't jive with.
Okay.
I am pretty libertarian, but I'm to a point. So all that to say, I do like what Eric does. He lives by his principles. He's a principled person. So listen to the speech if you want to be smart about crypto. I actually have not listened to it yet, but I'm going to be listening to it on my drive home today. So give Eric a listen. He, of course, started Shapeshift, which allowed you to exchange many crypto assets on the blockchain. And then once the Fed said, hey, you're going to have to shut down Shapeshift, he's like, actually, joke's on you. It's now a DAO. I don't control it anymore. F you. So Shapeshift is cool. Eric Voorhees is very cool. Don't be as much of a libertarian as Eric, but other than that, be like Eric.
That's what I was thinking of DAO things. When you brought him up, that's the DAO thing that he did, right? He moved into the DAO. I think that's where his mindset is too for government. He's like, maybe a DAO should be the government. I feel like is the vibe I get from him.
I don't want an autonomous authority.
I know. I feel like then it's going to look at humans as kind of like these locusts, right? Like, it's not going to look at you as valuable if it doesn't have feelings.
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
So, blueprint for trading altcoins of 2023. You want to find? Let's go dig into this. Let's do it. This is from Crypto Cred. Find low market cap, low volume, low liquidity coin with a perp listing. That's the important part. Find it to be futures tradable. Not just some coin like Raven coin. I don't think you can leverage Raven coin, right? But low liquidity, low volume, but it has a perp listing. Okay. So corner the spot supply. Make it harder for other parties to do arbitrage as there's little inventory available. Watch for a pump on spot, which can lift the leverage as well. Spot trade significantly above what the leverage is doing equals negative funding. You can't arbitrage via sell spot and buy perp if there's a little spot inventory available. So basically, you're just looking for a really tight spring. Okay. 100 IQ perp tourist. So OMG, negative funding. Shorts are going to get squeezed. Wrong. The negative funding is primarily caused by aggressive spot buying, not aggressive perp selling. That's only in this situation as described above. So what he's doing is look for these coiled springs and then put, a hundo in. What's a band? Is a band 10K?
1,000.
A band. Yeah. Put in a band. Okay.
Oh my God.
Bando.
Yeah. And then watch the fireworks, but you got to be patient and you got to be smart. Price keeps going up. Arbitragers are AFK because there's not enough spot inventory. 100 IQ tourists bait it into short squeeze. Trade as fresh longs. Naked shorts get squeezed by momentum. So you buy spot or you buy on leverage when it's low. And then you sit back and you watch the X's happen. Okay. Don't be stupid. Don't be doing 32X. Don't be doing 20X. Just do a respectable 5.
A casual 5.
Only if you're able to pay rent. Okay. Don't be doing this stuff if you can't pay rent or you're in credit card debt. Here's the thing. Go back to my main shot. Do not be buying crypto if you have credit card debt that you cannot pay off right now. Okay. Like I use my credit cards as like my bank account, and then I pay them off all at the end of the week. If you're not doing that, if you got like 10 or 20K of credit card debt that you're like trying to pay off, you should not be buying crypto right now, my guys.
Yeah.
My guys and my girls. Okay. Here in the dictatorship, we are all about having the correct amount of capital. And if your capital ain't correct and it's going towards, and you're not paying off your 29% APR credit card, you're screwing up. Okay. You need to be correct. Okay. Just like all men out there. If a bar of soap has not touched between your butt crack,
oh my God,
you're not correct.
You're not coming correct.
No, you need to show up and be right, which means wash your ass. Also, financially, wash your ass, pay off your credit cards.
There was a lot
Period.
just said that just.
There you go.
Period.
Oh wow. I mean, it's true.
It's
You
financial
don't-
ash wash. It's like the credit card, a 29% APR credard card.
That's
Okay.
death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, that's a crusty butthole in your finances.
Yep.
You want to get rid of that.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Sounds awesome.
Time to cash in. Short perps. Funding doesn't matter since you make the top. Dump on spot. Rinse and repeat. That's how you make money. Doing some leverage trading responsibly. Okay. Look at this breakdown of the FTX crypto holdings and upcoming liquidations. This will be fun. So this goes into a lot of detail about just what FTX is going to be doing over the next couple whiles. A while.
It's strung out until 2028.
Yeah. So everyone's thinking like, oh my gosh, it's going to dump. Solana's going to go down to 50 cents. Probably not. Probably
buying
not
that.
because they're going to be tranching it out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the government knows that they don't want a crypto dump. The government also has a giant crypto bag. Here's what's available. The rest is unlocking 2025. How will this be done? Presumably via Galaxy Digital. Okay, interesting. Galaxy will just buy it over the counter. Strongly doubt it. First of all, in its 2023 quarterly statement, we see it only has 300 million of USD of cash left. Hence, the most likely model will be a typical investment bank engagement where Galaxy has been engaged to conduct liquidation in an agency model. This means the bulk of crypto assets will hit the secondary market. Why? Because even if Galaxy was to facilitate the trade with another counterparty on an OTC basis, Drew, what is OTC?
Over the counter.
Why is that important for crypto?
It has a more direct impact on price.
And it's not tracked.
Right.
So it's
Right.
basically how the whales launder money.
That's the way it goes, man. That's the way it goes. They're
Yeah.
out there moving funds.
Yeah. Like if you're a whale, you need to move Bitcoin around, but you don't want to affect the price. You go to an OTC desk, and then they basically manage the sales into a bunch of smaller sales so you don't tank the price. So, and the inverse for if you want to buy, but you don't want the price to get jacked up. This is what
Sneaky way
BlackRock.
to-
This
it's a
is what
sneaky way.
BlackRock is currently doing. Look, we're going to go back and look at this Bitcoin chart. The reason we've been in this channel, not Blockchain Basement, which by the way, you should be hitting that like button because my God, if you're not,
It's a great idea.
I will find you. The reason we're in this channel is because BlackRock and all these other institutions are doing these institutional buys and they want it to stay in this 30 to 20K range. Okay.
Way to go.
This is why we're flat. Okay. This is why Bitcoin back here was all like, OMFG, holy shit. And then when you zoom in here, it's just like, it looks flat, but it's actually not. It's like, oh, this is going to break. But yeah, this is why it's all like, oh my God, look at this, it's so crazy. Oh my God, it's so crazy. And then we get to this like flat burp, not normal. Okay. So there you go. That's that. Let's get back to this
It all
thread.
makes sense now.
Yeah. So just watch the FTX stuff, get into this thread, understand what FTX is actually going to do with all their tokens that they have. The market is not going to actually bottom out because they're going to sell stuff. It's not happening. So Frax Finance. This is can I even say it? An algorithmic stablecoin?
That's going to hurt it in the future.
Jinkies.
Or do you
But-
think people are even going to remember or care about that? When the next
No,
bull
because we're going to
market comes?
forget and then we're all getting wrecked again.
Oh, that's true.
So Frax Finance is one of my top investment convictions for 23-24 to help you understand why I'm so bullish on Frax, i.e. his bags. I've summarized everything you need to know. Ecosystem flywheel, future upgrades, long-term confidence. Let's go. So dig into Frax. I'm not going to do it right now. But dig into Frax. Look at this graphic. This is the Frax token. It's the stablecoin Frax. Look at all these letters. Look at all of these arrows. There's a boat. There's a chain. Someone's house.
I'm thinking about, I could make my own infographic
Yeah.
basically about anything in life.
There's a
and it would be
bisexual.
Wee.
Yeah, there's the LGBTQ flag. Like it has everything you need to survive in the ESG environment. So check out Frax Finance. I don't have any. Okay. Frax is a lot more than just a stablecoin, bros. Okay, fine. Fade and trad fi. What is it?
I mean, it's
What
part
is
of
it?
DeFi, and I know Johnny's been talking about
Is it
Frax.
DeFi?
I think so. I'll have to look into it more. Johnny, someone in the office has been mentioning it.
If it's
to
not on
me.
its own chain, I don't care.
Yeah.
Hang
Go
on.
look it up. See what it is. Look it up live on air.
I know. Live on air. Live trading. It's on ETH.
It is on ETH.
It's on Solana. It's on BSC. It's on Phantom. It's on Polygon. Okay.
Go to the about.
I mean, it's $1
I mean,
because it's a stable coin.
yeah,
So that's congratulations. Frax Protocol is the first fractional algorithmic stable coin system. Frax is open source, permissionless, entirely on chain, implemented on ETH. The goal of Frax is to provide highly scalable, decentralized algorithmic money in place of fixed supply assets like Bitcoin. I mean, okay, so yeah, it's using Uniswap, has 2 tokens, Frax stablecoin and Frax shares, which is governance tokens that accrues fees and seniorage revenue.
Wow.
So yeah, I know we should probably do a deep dive on
We
Frax.
need
I
to look
personally
more
don't
at
know that
this.
much about it, but
I keep seeing it come up, so we need to figure out what this thing is.
yeah, this guy's bullish on it. Does he work for Frax?
The infographic
Her,
makes me less
Stacey Murr.
bullish, but
Okay, Stacey Murr, probably a dude. Okay, 99% of chicks in crypto are dudes. This is the law. This is law.
But we tell them all they're pretty anyways.
oh my.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is verified dude. When you have an anime 8-bit PFP, verified dude.
They're
Verified
smart
dude.
dudes.
I've only met 2 chicks in crypto. Wendy and Ellie Tourette. There are no other women in crypto as far as I know. They were all just online. I don't even think Tiffany Fong is a real chick.
Is Hannah real?
Hannah, are you in crypto? I thought you were an NFT chick. See? You're always talking about pudgy penguins. You're not
Put
talking
her
about
on
your
the-
bags.
put
You're
her
talking
on
about
the
your
spot.
NFTs.
Yeah.
Buy my keys on Frentech.
Oh my god.
3-3?
Are you going to show your
Question
friend
mark?
tech?
Oh my
3-3?
gosh.
3-3?
3-3?
Hang on. Just okay.
I
tell
buy
us
your keys, you buy mine. Frentech is awesome.
Why?
all right?
Just tell us.
Because it's like a game. It's like the fun part of NFTs, but it's back. Like Frentech is. Listen. Imagine it's keys, not shares. Okay. Imagine if you found a brand or a person that you believe in and you want to support them. Now you can do it with crypto, and it's fun, and it's connected to your Twitter account, and everybody benefits from it. Like. Fintech is fun. Buy my keys, I might buy yours. If you hold mine, I'll buy yours. Mwah.
Wow.
Okay.
Sounded
Thank
like a
you.
shill to me,
Wow.
but
I mean, she seems excited about it. I don't know.
Is that financial advice?
Thank you. Not financial advice, but
Oh, well, then I don't care.
you didn't convince me at all.
Crypto Farmer 71. Hey guys, long time sub, first time comment. I still have some of my stuff on Ledger. Looking for new cold storage. I'm sure some of you are using Trezor. Is that the go-to now? Thanks. If it's on an old Ledger, you're fine. I don't think you need new cold storage, to be perfectly honest. I have a Trezor. I like it. But if you didn't do the upgrade,
Yeah.
or you didn't do the
You didn't
The BIOS or
automatically
whatever?
do the upgrade. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't opt for that. You have to pay for that service for them to take your seed phrase.
yeah,
and
so it's
shard it.
not turned on. I think, to be perfectly honest, man, save the money. Crypto Farmer 71, save the money, buy some Chainlink with whatever you're going to spend on a new cold wallet.
Just don't do the upgrade if that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm not doing the upgrade
Yeah.
at all. And always have more than one. Like spread out, decentralize your bags
Yeah.
as much as possible. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just want to shout out to all my subs here. I am the Dom of this channel. I am the Dictator. So all the subs are welcome at all times. You've yet to understand what they're come up with the safe word yet, but we will find that out. Yeah. Anyway, Stacey Murr, reach out to us. Prove that you are a she. You know what, bullish? You know what I'm bullish on with Stacey Murr? That she actually is competent. No pronouns in the bio.
There it is.
Pronouns are not found. Follow her or me to understand DeFi. Well, you know, this isn't my account, but I'm going to follow under Drew's. So, anyways,
probably following a dude.
This being likes it because there's liquid staking, which is cool. It's like Lido. It has a stable coin. Okay, great. Stable coin staking, which is cool. I wonder what the Frax staking, what's the APY for this? If it's like 11%, El Rongo. Okay. APR 6.4.
Not too crazy. 9.8
on curve. Wait, what is the
20.
what's the pair? Oh, these are all weird pairs.
Oh.
No, I want Frax ETH, Frax Swap, Frax Lend, staking. I need to figure out what the Eurofrax and XBB on Convex. Yeah, I need to understand more about this before I recommend it. I don't know anything about this right now.
It's worth looking into.
This is financial advice. I don't know anything about Frax right now, so I don't trust it. But there's a bridge, Frax Ferry. Look, show me a bridge that hasn't been hacked, and I'll show you a bridge that's about to be hacked. That's all I got to say about that. Let's go back. Oh, that's the last one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Miles. We enjoyed you. Appreciate you, Miles, all the time. Come on the channel. Why don't you? How many likes are we at? A wiener.
87.
This is trash.
Need to pump them numbers up.
Guys, this is an offense. This is an offense. So, yeah, you need to get your shit together right now and smash that like button. And also subscribe. I wish Ledger would use Ledger Live channels for each device instead of meddling them all together in one screen. Yeah, I don't have a Ledger. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's annoying. So, Jenna X. Is Jenna X in the chat? I like Jenna X.
Gen X.
She's looking at other coins besides XRP. You know.
She is?
Yeah, she changed her name from Jenna XRP to Jenna X.
Yep.
Ooh.
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
What does the X mean? Okay.
Oh my God.
The U.S. dollar. We say this all the time, but we just love to see it. The U.S. dollar has lost 96% of its value. I will say purchasing power. That's actually a better way to say it.
Yeah.
Purchasing power, because its value is still the same as $1. The USD has lost 96% of its purchasing power since 1913. The Canadian dollar, or what we like to call leaf bucks, have lost 96% of its purchasing power since 1915. And the euro, or what I like to call Brit bucks, has lost 44% of its value. Oh, not bad. Since 1999, Bitcoin has an average annual growth of 200% since 2009. Be sure, Bitcoin is the scam. Is there any flaw in this logic? Anyone?
No, I mean, I think this is probably the most important thing to start with before you even start talking about Bitcoin to people that are outside of this market, man. Like, why would you even be interested in Bitcoin or moving your money into some other form of money? Like, what's the whole reason? Bob from accounting.
I couldn't find the question.
I don't think
Randall Dance.
it is. I don't think it is. I don't think it is, Bob.
Wait, what was his question?
I'm not doing it.
What?
I saw it in the chat. He knows what I'm talking about.
I'll answer it. I have no shame. By the way, I should have called him not BritBucks. I should have just called him Deutschmarks 2.0 because basically Germany is the bank of the euro. So
it's true. It's true. No, but
I know chemistry, bro. Calm down. Okay, you have shillings.
This buying power thing is the most important baseline for anyone in crypto, I feel like, because of how volatile it is. You know, they have to understand, or I had to understand, the need for an aggressive savings account in this current situation that my dollar is in. So that's just why I think it's a valuable starting talking point for sure.
Yeah. Bob from accounting ghosted us. He comes in firing both barrels, and yet he won't come back with his question. He's ashamed.
Is Lynn a man or a woman?
He's ashamed. Trash. Okay. Let's move on here. This show's off the rails. Each taxpayer would need to pay 10 Bitcoin to get even with the U.S. national debt.
This is bullish.
United States national debt reached an all-time high of $33 trillion. I hate this story. You know why I hate this story, Drew.
I know why you hate this story. It's stuff we rail about all the
No
time.
one can understand the national debt anymore. It's just this like a Fugazi. What's that clip from Wolf of Wall Street? Hang on. I got what's the guy's name? Matthew. I can never spell his last name. McCoffney. Wolf of Wall Street, where he's like beating his chest.
Oh yeah.
It's bad. It's woozy. It's Fugazi. Yeah, here you go. We're gonna play it. Are you ready for the audio?
As they snort cocaine.
Yeah. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? Oh, because this is
Probably
muted.
muted. User error.
Why is this muted? Who
The
would do
site's
this?
probably muted.
Unmute site.
Yep.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend.
Right.
Gospel truth.
I gotta say, I'm incredibly excited to be a part of your firm. I mean, the clients you have.
Just so you know, we're gonna watch this entire clip because it's amazing. Okay, so everyone just strap in. Okay, get
right.
comfy.
All right.
Go full screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck the clients. Your only responsibility is to put meat on the table. You got a girlfriend?
I'm married. I have a wife. Her name's Teresa. She cuts hair.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Think about Teresa. Name of the game, move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Right. But if you can make the clients money at the same time, it's advantageous to everyone. Correct?
No. Number one rule of Wall Street. Nobody, I don't care if you're Warren Buffett or if you're Jimmy Buffett, nobody knows if the stock is going to go up, down, sideways, or in fucking circles. Least of all stockbrokers. Right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Fugazi. It's fake.
Yeah, fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real. Right? All right? Right. Stay with me. We don't create shit. We don't build anything.
No.
So if you got a client who bought stock at 8 and it now sits at 16 and he's all fucking happy, he wants to cash in, liquidate, take his fucking money and run home, you don't let him do that.
Okay.
Because that would make it real.
Right.
Now, what do? You get another brilliant idea. A special idea. Another situation, another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some. And he will every single time because they're fucking addicted. And then you just keep doing this again and again and again. Meanwhile, he thinks he's getting shit rich, which he is on paper.
That's how they get you.
We're taking home cold hard cash via commission, motherfucker. Right?
It's incredible, sir. I can't tell you how excited I am.
You should be.
The acting is incredible.
On commission.
That's how
Guys,
it'd be though in commission world, man.
This is the way it is, folks.
That's
okay?
how it is.
Like, it's just like understand this. Unless it's there, unless you have the keys, unless you have the cheese, unless you have the cash, it ain't real. Okay, it's in the it's in the upside down. Your money's in the upside down as long as it's in the stock market. So, Bob from County, wait, he said it again. What Lynn Alden? You were saying that all women in crypto are men. I've never met Lynn Alden. I cannot verify. Okay.
You gotta shoot from the hip sometimes.
I just look. I understand. I know Lynn's story, where she came from. So yeah, if you're saying that because she has a deeper voice than normal, I would say you need to understand where she came from and how she grew up. She had a very rough upbringing, and there can be a lot of health problems that can contribute to that. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm just trying to follow the rules. Okay, number two rule on the internet: don't feed the troll. Number one rule on the internet is all women are dudes on the internet. It's just the way it is. Okay, what are you new here? Anyways, in this context, data retrieved by Finbold from the U.S. Debt Clock website shows an astonishing debt of $254,961 per U.S. taxpayer.
So is China gonna require that payment soon, or who's
Probably
the
not,
due?
because their yuan is tied to the dollar.
Oh, okay. So it's all just a polycule.
Yeah,
Just
this is just one. This is the fucking human centipede of capital.
The financial
okay?
centipede.
Yeah. So we're just so lucky. The United States is just so lucky as to be at the front of that chain, but there is still someone's mouth sewn to our rectum.
That'd be Japan.
The way
gonna
that
let
was
that joke
the
land.
human
described.
centipede.
Okay. So yeah, we're a human centipede of capital, and it's terrible.
Ew.
So what does this mean for you? Well, it means if your money is in one of their little fugazis, then it's not real. So anyways, at current prices, it would be impossible. But yeah, we know it's impossible. Okay, using Bitcoin's maximum supply. Yeah, we know this. Okay, I hate the story. Interestingly, not even the entire crypto market cap multiplied by 30 would be enough. Okay, what are you trying to say here? What is the point of this article?
I purposely put this in here to piss
There
you
is no
off.
controversy amongst finance experts about the real ability of the United States Treasury to honor these payments. What? Are you high? There's tons of controversy. No one knows how this is going to happen, let alone pay national Social Security. This is BS. Okay.
I had to do it. I did this on purpose.
Considering
I knew
such an elevated value in comparison to metrics like the US GDP and available money supply, yeah, which we've quintupled,
80% since 2020 we've printed.
octupled, arguing that if all investors try to be repaid, the United States would probably default on its debt. Probably. This is a dumb article.
Definitely
Who wrote
should.
this? Who wrote this? Vinicius Barbosa. You are not real. Look at this guy.
You are not real. I'm sure.
That is
whoa.
whoa.
That
This
MFR
guy
is
looks
not
like
real.
a Skyrim NPC.
Whoa.
Harry Potter. Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
we
don't
should
trust
check
him.
Who are we gonna pay back?
Vinicius, first of all, your name sounds like a spell. Okay? Sounds like a spell. I don't like it. It ain't right. It ain't Christian. Anyway, speaking of not Christian, Paul Krugman, an inflation update. In the past, I focused on a measure that excludes lagging shelter and used cars as well as food and energy. Okay, let's just let that sink in. What did he just say? He said, in the past, he has measured inflation based on metrics that do not count shelter, used cars, food, and energy.
Why would he take those into account, Nick?
What else is left?
Nothing.
Well, you know, stuff.
Pokemon cards, Double H's friend tech,
Yep.
and
Dirty
my
bathwater.
and my girlfriend's husband's bathwater. Yeah, exactly. Just to note that it adds to the evidence that inflation has largely been defeated. Really. +1 in the chat if you feel like inflation has been defeated. +2 in the chat if you feel like inflation has flatlined, i.e., we're just in the suck now. And +3 if you think inflation is going up and they're cooking the books. Also, B13SR, Nick, Team Haas, Ferrari, or Williams? First of all, Haas has terrible cars, but I like Magnussen, and I still feel bad for Hulkenberg because he's not gotten a dub yet. Williams, they are a shit show. Their car is great in a straight line on open tracks, but street fighting circuits, they get absolutely wrecked. Ferrari, pretentious snobs, but I do like Carlos Sainz. I personally am more of a McLaren guy.
Yeah,
That's
McLarens
me.
are nasty.
I like McLaren, and I got to go with Alfa Romeo just because I'm Italian. So.
I don't like McLarens.
You don't like McLarens?
Nah,
Really?
the quality's not there.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I had no idea Aaron was a connoisseur of
Yeah.
McLaren automobiles. I'm talking about the McLaren F1 team. Like
Yeah.
they've been in F1 for a long, long time. They got a cool pedigree.
Sorry,
yeah.
I was reading the chat and then came back into.
It's okay. Yeah. A lot of I think like the early 2000s McLarens are great, but what's the one? The 714?
I don't know. I was stuck on Jimbo's comment. He took an arrow to the knee. I thought that was funny.
I took an arrow to the knee. Sorry, dude. Yeah. McLaren 714. I think it's honestly like kind of mid.
I think it's nasty looking.
Yeah, but I mean, like you look at the new 2023.
Like they look cool, but
Corvette.
like I've seen a lot of videos where like the alignment's off, like the quality's just not there. I don't know.
After this,
like you
we're
look at the
gonna-
Corvette, which is what $80,000,
Yeah.
and then you look at the McLaren 714. Like if you see it on the highway, you're not going to know the difference.
Compare these to the 2023 Toyota Sienna.
I'm not looking that up.
Please,
no, Drew,
just do
you're
it.
done.
Just do
You're
it.
done. Now, if we go to McLaren,
Corvettes are
it.
definitely
you
lighting
do
a
the
fire under the
F1,
butt.
look at the McLaren F1. Now this thing is awesome. Okay,
I'm telling you, the Sienna's got some sexy lines.
look at this
on
picture. What do you notice about this picture?
it.
The
Center.
driver's in the middle.
The
and there's
driver's
two
in the
seats
middle
on
of the
side.
car.
Isn't this a $20 million car?
No, it's not. I think it's a $2 million.
It's up there.
It could be,
I
actually.
recently, it was in Mr. Beast's video recently with the guy that used to have a talk show on I don't know what show
It could
was.
be 20 million actually.
telling
now that I
you.
think about it.
They were driving a car where he was in the middle and they were both on the sides.
Yeah.
Guys,
I gotta look up who
You
it
guys
is.
are sleeping on the new Sienna. I'm telling you.
All right.
You gotta look at
Sienna.
it. Just look at it.
2023
Just look at it.
Toyota
Sienna.
Sienna.
This thing is
What
sick.
is wrong with you?
Look at that.
Who
sick,
hurt you, Drew?
Slick
This
a
is
man
man.
A
mobile.
minivan?
Yes.
It's like a
It
family
was Jay
car,
Leno.
you know.
Jay
That's
Leno
my
had the
Yeah,
car.
Jay's got one. Yeah.
Jay
I'm gonna
Leno.
get that one. I like this one.
Is this Hannah? Okay.
No.
No?
Nope,
Is this not
Nope.
this
That's
not a
the
ooh woo?
movie.
It does not
No.
spark joy.
nope,
It sparks my joy. Am I really out there looking for
But this
uwus?
one, the McLaren F1.
Thank you, chemistry bro.
Yeah,
Jay Leno.
Or we're down polka dot. No.
Okay,
not
so it
McLaren
was
F1?
20 million. Yeah.
That orange one looks kind of.
No, Mr.
Okay.
Bean had 2 of those, and he totaled both of them.
Mr. Bean had 2
Yeah.
of these.
Rowan
Thanks.
Atkinson is an absolute savage when it comes to cars.
Mr. Bean.
Apparently, it's like one of the fastest. No, is it one of the fastest cars that's not have turbo in it or something?
I would imagine so. Yeah. It was the fastest.
Something like that.
It was the fastest car in the world, production car in the world for a long
Yeah,
time.
and it doesn't have turbo in it or something
Yeah,
like
it's all
that.
naturally aspirated, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Look.
We can find out. Are we going to do this? We have 2
may
minutes
as well.
left.
We may as well.
It debuted in 1992.
In high school, we built fast
220
cars.
miles an hour. Yeah.
This just worries me. I would wrap it around a pole. I would wrap that around.
Oh, yeah. There's zero like electronic controls. Look at the interior. Kind of
Yeah,
not.
in the
that
middle.
seat looks awful to ride in.
Yeah, like where's the comfort level here?
Zero.
You know, you guys.
It's
like,
all
where's
about the
my
drive.
AR
I think Jay
go?
Leno said he paid $800K for it, and people call him an idiot. And now it's worth
$20 million.
$20 million.
Yeah. All right, let's move on here. What are we going to look at? Paul Krugman, he's an idiot. AMD, yeah, so like NVIDIA has basically been the Bitcoin of stocks over the past couple of years, but AMD has kind of been twiddling their thumbs. But now they finally got it back in order. Bobby, it's very creepy that you're standing there. I just now noticed you. Rimac Nevera. Look, I don't like cars that are made with child slave labor, chemistry, bro. Okay,
That's a hot take.
Get your lithium ion slave labor Atacama desert destroying vehicles out of my chat. Okay, electric vehicles produce more carbon than ICE vehicles.com/ it's the facts. They only last 50,000 miles. Get out of my face. Interesting. Look at what's happening with the NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA got put on the map by in a couple ways, but mostly by GPU sales going absolutely bananas thanks to Ethereum. So now that Ethereum mining is no longer a thing anymore, AMD is able to catch up with NVIDIA, but graphics cards are what is going to power the AI revolution. So keep an eye on that. If you're looking at some stonks to purchase, I'd take a 92 Acura NSX over any of those supercars. I 100% agree with you. Off-grid anarchy.
Those are great cars.
Those are great
The
cars.
NSX. And it came to mind. I wanted to bring it up, and then I
Acura
was thinking of the
NSX.
van
Yeah,
more.
Acura NSX is also good. Also, the Bricklin.
The what?
Yeah. If you've never seen a Bricklin, you're missing out.
What is this?
Look at that. Look at this absolute gem.
I mean, the wings are quite a statement.
Any car with a gold one, and it's got like this little snoot. I can't get over.
Hmm.
This sucks. This is the worst. It was made by a man in a shed. Look at this thing. It's got like a little noozle on it. Look at that little puppy. Gull wing doors with struts on it. So it's a piece
Again,
of
though,
crap. You're
I'm
gonna
not
get
going to
your
be able
hair
to
hung
fit
up
in
on
this
it.
thing. Like, where do you
Yeah.
sit? Where
No,
do you
these cars
fit?
are a piece of shit, but they're fun to look at. They're fun to look at.
The truth comes
They're
out.
actually not that expensive. I'm pretty sure you can get these for like $100K. I
Probably
could be,
for a
I could
good
be
reason.
totally wrong. How much
It's
are
like
these
a
going
death
for?
trap.
Listen, I mean, I'm
$65,000 for
I'm
a
sure
Bricklin.
they're like nice cars. I just can't fit
No, they're
in
not.
these
They're
things.
trash.
They're not?
If they're
Okay, good.
$65,000 for a 1974 Bricklin, you know that these are trash.
He said the guy made him in a shed or something. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just a guy,
Or
like a rich
something.
guy whose last name was Bricklin started making them. Anyways, this is the first time Bricklin has ever been mentioned on YouTube. Congratulations. This is the kind of alpha that you come here for every single day. That is all that we have for this very special edition of Blockchain Basement, hosted by the Dictator. Any parting comments from anyone? Owen? Aaron.
It's Taco Tuesday.
It's
Go
Taco
touch some
Tuesday.
grass.
Go touch some grass.
My
Yeah.
back is getting better. The
His
venom is
back-
leaving my body.
The venom is leaving your body. That's great. I don't know if that's code for something. Hannah,
real.
are you good?
Go follow
Great,
her on
yeah.
Friendtech or whatever the frick
Oh,
it's called.
buy my keys on Frentech.
Buy our keys on Frentech. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Owen has a simp in the chat.
Owen has a simp in the chat. It's probably Hudson. Anyways, remember, guys, we're all just spiritual beings having a human experience. I really appreciate you guys. Remember, take control of the assets that you can control. There is only one way that you're going to make it in this life, and that is through self-sovereignty. You must expect self-rescue. Appreciate your time. See you at the top.
Bye.
Bye.